Hey everybody, welcome to the very first show of Omnibroslive on 2023. It's been a year since we last saw each other. Super excited to be here. It's your boy Gio here, still petitioning. I'm ready to do this for another damn year. So this better be the year that we get my Inhumans Omnibus. Please. I want to get rid of this stupid tag name already. I hate it. So let's make it happen. It's Gio from We Can Geekdom, petitioning for an Inhumans Omnibus. And I'm joined by the fabulous co-host, Gabe loves 90s comics. What up, brother?
What up? What up? I hope everybody has a good year. And I don't mean just like the holiday good year. I mean like this entire 2023 year. Let's get some positive stuff going this year. Let's make some things happen. Let's promote the show more, right? I was talking about that behind the scenes, trying to get the show back up in order a little bit more, have some more fun things going on. Maybe some more creator interviews. I'm gonna start reaching out again, see what happens.
That could be a lot of fun. Yeah,
see what happens. But
so thank you everybody in the chat. You guys are all lively as always. That's fantastic. Tonight it's hauls, previews, reads, all that fun stuff that we do on Mondays, and of course answering a lot of Q&As from you guys. Jess could not be here because he's busy with the move and all that stuff, and I believe we got another Omnibro joining in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, so we're good.
Yeah.
Either way, the Gabe and Geo show is always good, man. 2 G's,
double G,
here, son.
GG.
Make it work. That's right. GG, good game.
Gabe, since you're into 90s, are you going to buy the Spider-Man 2099 Omnibus?
No. I don't get a lot of Omnis anymore.
Yeah.
I definitely don't need, especially like big ones. Like those are unruly and I think pretty damn rude in general. But no, I would rather maybe hunt down either the single issues, because that's always fun, and it's only like 36. I don't think it was that long of a series, maybe? Question mark. Did Doom 2099 last longer? Either way, no. I'd rather get like those complete collections that were out before or something on that line.
If Geo gets a new Inhumans or the only Inhumans Omnibus, 2023 will be a great year. Damn straight.
Hell yeah. It's possible. I mean, Jesus,
We got a full year of surprises.
Speaking of full year of surprises, didn't we've talked about it on the show. We kind of called it out. The Phantom Stranger Omnibus is canceled, apparently, right? I saw something on the group.
That picture. That's true.
Yeah, I saw something on the group. Somebody was getting emails of that happening, and then it's like, yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
I mean,
this is what, like the third time it's happened?
Yeah, something like that. And it's too bad, And somebody got into a discussion in our Instagram about it, where it was like, well, is it because somebody was like, well, that's it. I'm not going to pre-order this ever again.
Right? I mean, at this point, yeah, don't pre-order the thing. I don't know. I mean,
and then there was a comment underneath it that was like, well, doesn't that make it so harder for it to ever to be printed because there's not enough pre-orders? Yeah, that's that. But
if you've already pre-ordered more than once and you keep canceling it, they can't expect its audience to be there time and time again.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
it's
just what's the fable? The boy who called wolf. Right, yeah. Fool me once, kind of thing, right? But also, I mean, I don't even think it might not even have to be an issue with the pre-order numbers. It could just be that there's really no faith or audience for the Phantom Stranger. Like,
I think they just do a compendium like they did with Starman.
Yeah, something like that. It's a weird character and series to just kind of spit out onto the world as an omnibus form. Like that will be 99% of people.
Yeah,
would be first-time readers of that, probably.
Carl N. I meant like top tier Omnibro. I'm kidding. I love Omar. Gosh, that sounds mean. People are gonna take that out of context. Be like, look at this douchebag.
So I wonder with the audience right now, how do they feel? Do they think it's a pre-order situation, or do you think it's just not a character that holds weight? That's my idea. I don't think that character holds weight enough for.
I don't think. Yeah, same. Do we know if all the Spawn slipcases are dropping at once? I think it's just. I don't think so. Right.
There is a lot of the reprints coming out, and I think they're dropping a couple at a time. I don't think it's all at once. Okay. I've seen it back and forth. I don't know what exactly the release time is for that, but that's scary.
William, thank you for joining. Happy New Year. Avengers vs. X-Men Omnibus is ridiculous. Yes, it is.
Gio,
Uh,
do you got any like collecting New Year's resolutions?
uh, I I want to try and I've said it before on this channel. I don't do resolutions, but I would like to sell stuff so that I can make room for more stuff.
Okay.
As a collector, that's the only thing I'm worried about because I am desperately running out of space right now, and it's annoying because there are a lot of cool stuff coming out, a lot of cool manga that I want to get, and
Mhm.
and some omnis and all that stuff. I have no room for it, and I technically do, but I am very, and I'm gonna say, I'm very picky with how everything looks, and
Right.
it causes me a lot of anxiety and like stress to see things the way they are. It's so cluttered and messy. I hate it. If you've seen my tour videos, so I want to get rid of stuff so that I can organize the shelf better and all that. So maybe focus on that throughout the year. Um,
Yeah,
Immortal.
because that's the one thing. It's
Yeah.
space is the great equalizer, right? You only have so
Yep.
much space. You can always
Mm-hmm,
make
mm-hmm.
more money and things of that sorts, right?
Yep.
But it's time and space that you really can't do a lot about.
That's true.
Unless you keep expanding your home or you get a warehouse to store your unread collection or whatever.
In the latest DC Connect, it's resolicited for August.
All right.
Okay.
Good luck. It's not that I don't want it to get collected. I think it's just strange.
I think everything should be collected, but yeah, it's just really weird that it's been canceled, what, 3 or 4 times now and resolicited?
Yeah, it's just one of those weird characters that's like, really? Like an omnibus for this? Like, that's odd.
In,
Because the
instead
same
of,
thing even with Jonah Hex, when they put out that
yeah,
Jonah Hex omnibus, it's like, really? Jonah Hex? Like, really? The Spectre? You
they
know?
keep they keep neglecting like Superman and Batman,
Sure.
which you would think they would have more. Well, not Batman, but like Superman, you would think they would put out more omnis for
Hmm.
such an important character, and they don't. They're soliciting stuff that, like you said, like really that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's, again, and it circles around to, unfortunately, Gio, again, being a fan of a character who gets very little to no omnibus love. Why not just do more Aquaman? I mean, if
Oh,
the
yeah.
Phantom Stranger and Jonah Hex and the Spectre can all get omnis, but Aquaman can't, other than that Jeff Johns run.
And it's really easy. You could do the Rebirth run, which is popular enough and it's modern
Yeah,
that you don't have to gamble on it, and it's such an easy sell. Aquaman Rebirth Omnibus sold. People will get it. So
I
yeah,
bet you
it's
they
weird.
didn't put it out because Jason Momoa doesn't look like Aquaman in the comics.
I mean,
I'm just that's all just nonsense, but I'm
I
being
don't know.
ridiculous. But either way, imagine that. But yeah, so yeah, that's been canceled and apparently resolicited for August. So cross your fingers for 9 more months.
Yep. Let's see. Gia, did you ever get the Bishoju Morrigan? I have it on
Oh,
my pile of loot at BBTS. I just need to ship it or whatever it's called. I haven't gotten around to it. It's been there for like more than a month.
so Gio, real quick, I want to take a minute to say a thank you
Yeah.
to one of our viewers, awesome viewers, YP. You know who you are out there.
Mm.
Uh, Sent me a amazing gift in
Whoa.
the mail. This is
Nice.
great. So I appreciate it a lot from YP. What this is, one of the really cool Batman titles right now is what's going on here. I'm leaning on something. Is the new Mark Silvestri Batman,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Mark Silvestri doing Batman. Like, I mean, Jesus, that's like the coolest idea ever, right? But this is a black and white ash can. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. Not black and white. That's the incorrect term because what it is it's shot from the original pencils. So it's not black and white, but it's like the pencil art. It's the let me find a better page because that was an ad. It's the original line art.
Nice.
So
That's
it's
super
the
cool.
whole first issue,
Yeah.
all in Mark Silvestri line art goodness. Is it inked? I think it's inked. Yeah,
Is
it's hard
that
to
a
tell because it is black and white. But
is that a Black Label book?
Yes, it is.
Nice. Cool.
So it's great. Autographed by Mark Silvestri. This is a New York Comic Con exclusive. So that
Super
is
cool.
awesome to get in the mail because there's no way I could have got that here on the West Coast kind of thing. So, but much love and admirations. This goes on my spinner rack. I always put, and then he sent me a nice letter too, and I have the letter in the bag and board too. So I've had a few people send me stuff in the mail before, and I always like to keep the letters and stuff like that
So
in the bag.
shout out
put them on
to YP.
yeah.
YP,
So
right?
thank you much, sir. And importantly, it's in beautiful condition. He did a great job packing it, everything. So, and it's hard to pack a good comic, because it's a comic book. It's not weighted down by anything. It's not like an omnibus where all you gotta do is kind of pad out the corners and stuff like that, But for a comic, it's like these things get rough housed a lot too. So did a great job. So I appreciate it, man. Love.
I have 2 sketch Flashpoint single issues put up. They are pretty cool. Nice. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Batman Omnibus is coming out this coming August.
That's kind of cool. I like that.
You think DC would put more Superman Omnis out? Heck, this April they're putting 4 Christopher Reeve Superman films on 4K. Yep. Just weird decisions all around.
It is like, how come we've never really gotten again that triangle era of Superman where it was all 4 titles and they all connected. It was like, 4. Yeah, it was 4 Superman titles at the time, and it was like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, or whatever. And it had a diamond or a little triangle on the cover of the number, so you knew where it was in the story. So it was really cool, and there's some great stuff. That was Dan Jurgens. Like, God, that guy is my Superman artist. Like, close my eyes, someone says Superman, I think of Dan Jurgens Superman.
It's your go-to for the.
Oh my God, he's a beautiful man. Like, he draws Superman as a beautiful man. He is great. He's gonna be here in Vegas for the Amazing Vegas Con in April, so I'm definitely gonna go.
Speaking of
shout
beautiful,
some love and appreciation for his Superman work.
Speaking of beautiful, you guys got to check out the beautiful website that is InStockTrades.com. Your home for all things collected editions. You can get your Omnis, your trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more from deals that range from 42 to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. And if you make an order of $50 or more, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service. Wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibroslive here on the new year, 2023. And take a look at the deals of the week, guys. You got to jump on it before we get new stuff tomorrow. 50% off the Batman books. You got the DC poster portfolio. There's a manga volume here for my cute little kitten at half off. You got that questionable handbook Marvel omnibus at 46% off. You got the Sleeper omnibus 50% off. The reprint. Everybody was going
that's
nuts
awesome.
over this.
Dang it! I might need to jump on that, dude. $50.
Yeah, you got like 24 hours to snag this before it goes back to 48, I think 42. But still, a lot of cool stuff here. Got to check out our sponsor. That's InStockTrades.com. Let me remind you that this year, again, for 12 straight months, at the end of every month on the last Monday, we're going to be doing the $50 gift card giveaway. So you can participate, chat and comment in the chat, and be in the running for a $50 gift card courtesy of our sponsor. That's InStockTrades.com. Shout out to Ice-T.
And then also the 2% discount, right? So some of these are 52% off.
Exactly.
If you ordered something earlier. Here's
the trick. Make an order now, and then tomorrow with all the cool stuff that's coming out, you get that extra 2%. And if it's 50%, you get a 52%. It's a win-win.
Or even, I've done it. You buy you want 2 or 3 Omnis and they're both, and they're all $50. I buy one and then get that 2% and then buy the other two and have that 2% discount on it. You know,
Yep.
I do. I order my books and plus you get that discount or the free shipping. So I order $50 at a time,
Heck
pretty
yeah.
much.
Gio, I bought that questionable Marvel Universe updated the 89 Omnibus. Nostalgia for me, my dude. No, I mean, I'm just goofing around. More power to everybody that wants to buy these things. Every book is awesome. I just like to kid around. I don't take me
Yeah,
seriously.
I mean that's obviously who would buy it. You know, no new collector I would think would buy it because it's outdated, like super outdated. It's like 3 universes ago.
Yeah.
Outdated information.
It's like the equivalent of buying a vintage coffee table book on your favorite characters. And it's super nice to have of that era.
Yeah, it's fun
Nope.
stuff back then.
Well,
Sure.
Gio and Gabe, are you big Steelbook collectors for movies or video games? I used to like getting the Steelbooks, but I guess I have a humidity issue or something, and a bunch of them ended up getting what's the word?
Warped,
No, not warped. For the Steelbooks, they get all rusty. What's the word? The proper term for it?
corrosive.
They rusted out, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was really weird, and then I looked up some info online, and it turns out that if there's a humidity issue or something like that, even if you're inside the house, it can affect the steelbooks. So I don't know. I just stopped. I usually get my movies and games as cheap as possible instead of the format. Corroded. Thank you.
I was
That's the word.
close.
Close enough.
I was close. I said corrosive.
Oxidized,
Yeah,
corroded,
that's
rusted
weird.
out.
So that material on the steel books are affected by the humidity.
I think so, because
That's
of
weird.
the
That
water
there's products that are
molecules or
that
whatever.
odd. That there's products that would just rust. You know, like in today's age, I think you'd make it a little bit more durable.
Yeah, but again, yeah, Kenny, sorry, I don't. I just get the
No.
4K movies as cheap as possible and video games as cheap as possible as well.
Lulu, who will hopefully be jumping in a little bit later, he's was or is still like a big steelbook collector.
Yeah, I recently got. I found a seller on eBay. I think he's. I don't know how they do it, but they
Magic.
buy a bunch of bulk movies
Sounds like
and they
magic.
start selling them in pairs or bulks or whatever. And
That's a spell.
I got a couple 4Ks. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'll show it off eventually if you guys want to know, because I ordered it like
I was
2 days
just getting
ago.
into dark black magic.
Yep, for like $13, and they take out the slipcover. The not the slipcover. They take out the digital code to sell it, and they sell the disc like new. So I grabbed a bunch of 4Ks that I was missing.
I've never bought a digital code before, really.
It's weird to buy a digital code on eBay. It's so weird. So you're essentially buying an email in the hopes that they send you the
right
in
code.
good faith. They'll send you a picture of a paper with a number on it,
or even to buy it, you know, like and be the guy that's like, oh yeah, or I mean to sell it, and the guy's like, it doesn't work. You're like, what do you mean it doesn't work?
Oh,
It doesn't work. And you're like, well, it's like.
I saw once a couple years ago. Somebody was selling a digital code, and they uploaded the wrong picture. It seems, and it had the code in the picture, so it wasn't going to work, and he had to take the listing down.
Ugh.
Somebody snagged it right away.
Sucker.
Do you think the DC Dark Crisis Omnibus will release in the future? I think yes, because it's a big event for them. Modern with cool art. I could see them putting them.
Yeah, they seem to be doing better about releasing the newer stuff as opposed to like the older material.
Gabe, did you see IDW price in the stock market? It's very bad. Their stock price is 94 cents. Do you think they can make a turnaround this year?
Never heard about that. That's strange.
I had no idea.
I have no idea anything about how the stock market works. 94 cents, dude. That sucks. I hope they turn it around. I'm not an expert. I don't know how that stuff works. that's too bad because they do like the best. They were like my pick of the year. They do the best
TMNT?
hardcovers. Yeah, TMNT, Sonic, Transformers. I mean, I think they're losing Transformers soon or something, but still, that stuff's all been really solid.
Oh, now that you say that, I need to get the Sonic hardcover, the second one. I'm missing that.
Oh, and then the third one's on pre-order now too.
Yeah, it comes out, I think, March.
Something like
that.
Yeah. I need to get those hardcovers too. I had them in trades, like the first 3 or 4 trades I think I have. But it's a fun series.
Oh, definitely.
I missed it when it was that Archie though. That Archie stuff was spectacular. That's where Sonic lives. And that stuff's impossible to find. That's terrible that those things can never be reprinted, and those books are impossible to find. I mean, you can read them online, but to be able to kind of be in possession of, because I love Sonic. I didn't really read a lot of those early Sonic comics. I was reading them towards the end, like the last 2 or 3 years before they lost the license. And then they were doing Mega Man as well, which was another fantastic. Me and you talk about all the time. That Mega Man series from Archie is great.
Really good. Yeah.
Oh my God.
What was it? Worlds Collide or something like that?
The Worlds Collide. There's 2 of them.
It's super expensive now.
I know, dude. I have the variant. Like,
and I think that's a
Worlds Collide complete collection. The one I got. Yeah.
I think that's a true grail because of the rights issues. I don't think we're ever going to get that again, in my opinion.
Because that was all coming out at the end. Because that's only part 1. There was a second series as well. That I was buying that stuff. I've been so mad at myself because I realized that when I purged my collection, like my Sonic and Mega Man stuff went too.
Oh.
And that stuff is hard to find, dude. That's
Yep.
But I was reading that stuff towards the end, and I still got some of that later Worlds Collide stuff. Like there's like a bunch of covers that make like a 9-panel grid, like giant cover. I have like I think 7 of the 9 or something like that, because I think they stopped making them in the middle of that series. I remember they lost the license and then they took the site down, because I'm missing like I think 1 of the Mega Man trades. I don't know if anybody else out there has ever read the Mega Man series from Archie that me and Gio are talking about, but if you're a fan of video games, or just it's a good comic in general, you should read it because it's a good comic, but if you have an affinity or any kind of like nostalgia for Mega Man, that's the best stuff. It follows the video games. Like it actually goes like 1, 2, 3 through the games and stuff like that. And then again, it's going to be really hard to find. So you might have to just, board a ship with a man with 1 eye patch and a parrot or whatever and figure that stuff out. But it's it's so much fun. They have such good stuff.
I mean, check out this image.
That's the one I got. Yeah, that's the super expensive one.
Like, damn, I love that. So cool.
Yeah, and dude, that was fun too when they did this crossover between Sonic and Mega Man. And dude, I'm out there and I'm so mad because I like Mega Man X. And that Mega Man X arc was awesome. And again, I was in that purge. I just purged my stuff really quick. I didn't really dig through and cherry pick stuff, but I've been looking to get those things back. So it's those things. It's similar to Savage Dragon, where the only copies of those out there are in somebody's collection. So you have to wait for somebody to decide to sell their collection or whatever before you could find these. You're not going to find. Rarely you're going to find them in like a back issue bin at a comic book store, because comic book stores only order those to the number of people that ask for it on the pull box kind of thing.
Yeah,
and that's good stuff.
A quick comment from Kenny. No, not that one. Sorry. Wait, here it is. Ordering a new LG 4K Blu-ray player. Nice. That supports Dolby Vision later tonight. My previous one does not support Dolby Vision, sadly. Cool. I'm sure those movies are going to look great, buddy.
Dude, I bought a 4K TV thinking that my PS4... Yeah.
PlayStation 4 sucks.
I thought that my PlayStation 4 would make things 4K and it doesn't. I'm like, gosh, darn it, dude. So I don't even know if I'm even watching stuff in 4K. I just watch everything through my Amazon stick, and I'm not sure if it's a 4K one or not. I bought so many Amazon sticks.
Gabe, you can enjoy the thrill of the hunt again.
Oh, yeah. I still do. I still find stuff sometimes. I'm like, oh, well, this is interesting. I'll take this, But I always keep my eye open for those things, dude.
Yeah. I mean, we could ask around, but yeah, it's super difficult because you know a lot of people that can hook you up and
Yeah.
be on the lookout, but it's such a rare trade. I'm not sure there are a lot of copies out there, anyways, compared to like
it's
a
all people.
image.
Yeah, comic stores only ordered copies for the people that wanted it in their pull box. So like,
Yeah.
I ordered it for me, and I think there was one other dude who was ordering Sonic and Mega Man at the time. So that means I ordered 2 copies, one for me, one for him, and that was it. Because nobody else was reading it. It's good stuff though, man.
Oh yeah. Speaking of good stuff, did you happen to haul anything or read anything that you want to mention to the?
I got that awesome Batman book from YP. That's my haul for this week. It's coming out recently that I've been wanting. It's the end of the year. They don't pump out a lot of stuff. Reading. I finished volume 3 of Fables, and that's like I mean, it's only volume 3 out of 15, but it's like, wow, this is when things are really getting crazy. Like the world's expanding, the idea about the adversary, who he might be, his kind of plan of action, maybe. There's a lot going on in volume 3. A lot of great stuff, some really good stories. There's some reveals and things like that going on. So that's great. And then I've been invited onto the Wizards podcast. There's a podcast all about Wizard Magazine. So I've been invited on there to discuss issue 68. This is the whole reveal and the discussion of the blue energy electric Superman. A lot of great stuff in here too. They even talked about there's that article in here, Adam Kubert on Kazar, which is a really cool time in comics. There's a Kazar in the city, and he like fights the Rhino. Mark Waid was writing it. It was great stuff back then. I still got like the first 4 or 5 issues, I think. So really cool stuff. I love reading old Wizards, and I like being on that podcast. It's gonna be like my 3rd time on there. So I've been reading that. It's always a fun trip to go through. Those fun 90s situations and stuff like that. So that's what I've been up to with those.
Nice. I think I mentioned last week. Yes, I did mention it, that I filed a claim and got a replacement for the shipment that was lost or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But I looked into it and they said, once they ship it out or whatever, you'll see it on your order list or whatever. And it wasn't happening. It's going to take a while. And then I realized, because they need to get all the stuff back in stock to pack another order and ship it out, right?
Yeah.
And I looked, and out of I think it was like 12 items in that box, only one of them is out of stock. So I'm pretty sure they're waiting for that one thing to come back in stock so they can ship it. And that is going to be a bitch.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
Hey,
Everybody say what's up to Lou in the house.
I apologize for being late. I was
don't worry.
Sleep.
We were talking about Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man comics right the last hour.
Isn't Sonic technically the one with the longest running continuity now?
It was at one point, yeah. Until they lost the license and they started over when they went to IDW.
Damn.
Because when they did all those reboots and everything went to like 1 again, especially like New 52 era, right? Sonic the Hedgehog was like at 250 or something like that. I think 225.
Yeah. Hey, have they announced who's getting the license now for the Transformers comics?
Not yet.
I haven't seen anything yet.
What's up, Lou?
Lionheart, what's that Serpentor IDW book you were talking about? Rise of Serpentor.
What is that?
It must be something G.I. Joe related, because Serpentor is like one of the coolest motherfuckers ever.
Sadly, I'm not a fan of G.I. Joe, so I don't know.
Oh my god. G.I. Joe is nothing but villains of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet, and they get their ass kicked every day by some dude in a sailor hat.
There was a mini series. It was about 10 years ago, I think. I was in college. And it was a great mini series. It was Chuckles.
Yeah.
And it was all about him going undercover for Cobra and double crossing and It's such a good miniseries. If you guys can find it, hunt that down. It's
Yeah,
cool.
G.I. Joe: The Last Laugh.
That's the
It's
one.
a nice,
Yeah,
it's a nice hardcover. I have it. Yeah.
it's great stuff.
Lou, good day, mate. Ed Gabe from Next to Maginot. Yes, Marvel really needs to release a Wade Kazar. Is that how you say it, Kazar?
Yeah.
Epic or modern Omni with that run in it. Hands down, some of the best Kubert art.
Okay, so I'm looking at the hardcovers, Gabe. Take a guess at how much it's going on the aftermarket. Well, at least this is Amazon. So
$40. I don't think it's that expensive of a book.
used $300.
Jeez, what? Oh, crazy. All right, well,
Jesus Christ, what?
Well, that's Amazon. So
yeah. So which means if you look on eBay, it's probably gonna be like $60. Watch, Amazon prices are on crack.
yeah.
What's it called again? Rise of who?
No, G.I. Joe: The Last Laugh.
Oh, sorry.
Rise of Serpentor was one that Ironheart was talking about.
Gotcha.
$70, $60. You were right,
Okay,
Gabe.
yeah, it's not a crazy book. It's a good book though. It's a nice hardcover. Where is it? There it is.
Very fine condition. Said the rumor going around is Skybound got the Transformers license.
I can
Oh.
see that. That's
Okay,
a good-
cool.
That's a good pickup. That's
Mhm.
very.
Oh, look at that. Wait, let me highlight you.
So yeah, if you're looking for a great introductory GI Joe book, you pick this up. It's well worth the pickup. If you can find the singles, or if you don't mind paying a little extra for the hardcover, I highly recommend it. It's such a good read. It reads like a Brubaker book set in the set in the GI Joe universe.
And Rise of that other guy is a collected edition hardcover from IDW, but it was the original G.I. Joe series from Marvel.
Oh,
I never grew up with G.I. Joe, never cared for it, so that's not my wheelhouse. Sorry. Hi guys, the book. Terry, I don't know this. Hi guys, the book
You know,
Duck supposed to be a good read. What Duck book? Like Uncle Scrooge, DuckTales, that kind of duck.
yeah, sorry, buddy. I'm not entirely sure which one you're referring to on this one. If we're talking about the Scrooge stuff, I've heard nothing but good things for that stuff. Gabe, I think, not Gabe, Jess has it, I think.
I only have one, and it's the Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck. It's the 12-issue run on a hardcover slipcase.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
one-
recommend that. That's excellent.
Yeah, that's one of the more popular ones.
I do have a mini haul in case you guys are interested. It's just
oh yeah, dude. What'd you get? What'd you get?
Here's the final volume of Maison Ikoku from Rumiko Takahashi, and I'm going to show it anyways. But I remember Omar getting upset because they went after his channel for showing stuff from the series.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's
the
nuts.
Japanese licensors and all that stuff got really annoyed, and they started striking the channel. I'm gonna butcher this name. I'm gonna try and mention it. I don't speak German, so apologies. You can make fun of me. I thought it said die, but it's not. And Riley said it's D. I don't know either, but whatever. D World Gilder Volume 3 from Samura, the same creator of Blade of the Immortal. And I got Volume 16 of Rent a Girlfriend. That's my mini haul, if you will. Right there.
Isn't renting a girlfriend just called dating?
It's a silly rom-com. It's silly. It's nothing too spectacular, but it's sort of my guilty pleasure in my collection. Let me show you some of the art of this book right here. And the thing is, this is like Phantom Stranger. Phantom Stranger? Yeah. It's been solicited a million times and canceled and resolicited, but it finally came out.
Is this a DC manga?
Yeah. It finally came out this past December, 2022. We finally got it. And I haven't read it yet, so I can't tell you what is happening in this book, but it's super cool. I know there's like super hyper violent action and I think some not safe for work content. So let's see if I can find that stuff and show it to you guys on here. It's 2023. Why not? I mean, look at that. So yeah, that's all I got.
Cool. Good old manga haul.
Yeah, baby. Hey, look at that. The collector. I thought you were upset at us from last Wednesday, and since I haven't seen you, I'm like, the collector is probably pissed and left the channel and left a Discord because we banned him. But that was just goofing around because we like you. You're one of the OGs, the collector.
Oh, a Rise of Serpentor book is not expensive, so I might check that out.
I'm curious why Rent a Girlfriend gets so much hate. Because it's a rom-com, and it goes on for way too long. It's still being published, if I remember correctly, even though there's an end date now for it. And the main character is very, very dumb, making very poor decisions. It's sort of a smut manga in that it has a lot of not safe for work innuendo and fan service stuff. The girlfriend characters, it's like a harem type show, type series. So it has a bunch of elements that people tend to dislike. But I just view it for what it is, and I just have fun with the shenanigans. So,
I never understand that with things where it's like, I don't like smutty stuff. Then why are you reading it? Like, leave it alone. I don't like it because it's smutty. Well, then okay, don't read it.
Don't read it. Yeah, don't.
It's so weird when people have that kind of. I don't like, there's bad stuff out there, and it shouldn't be out there.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I never understood that mindset. Oh, I hate this stuff, but I'm going to read it or read it. Just don't watch or read it.
Yeah, it's like people who hate pineapple on their pizza. Okay, then don't order pineapple. It's one of those things. Like, I don't like anchovies, so guess what? I don't order anchovies. I don't go on some kind of like soapbox and ban anchovies from society.
Yeah. It's the equivalent also of those people in the Omnibus Collectors group. You know, the ones that like you post, man, I really love the Todd McFarlane Artist Edition. And then there's one guy who's like, oh, Todd McFarlane's a fucking hack. It's like, what?
They like to rain down on people's happiness and parades. So
that group has become a dumpster fire.
The MC is unlikable. Yeah, I do like that Rent a Girlfriend takes place in college. Usually you see harem and rom-coms take place in like teenagers in high school, but this one they're in college, so it's not as weird. But Mommy-chan, it is with Cleveland Brown. I kind of like Mommy-chan. I'm in the minority here, but I get it. She's a really annoying bad character, by the way. Hawaiian pizza is not bad. Put some cinnamon on it. I've had Hawaiian pizza and it's great. I like it.
Oh, I love pineapple pizza.
I don't understand the people complaining about it. It's a flavor. You don't like it? Move on.
Yeah, you seen that those like memes where it's like, I ordered pineapple pizza and the pizza place delivered it without pineapple and gave me my $5 back, and I just couldn't do it. Like, well then, like, why is it on your menu and why do you care?
I think my local Domino's, they did a spin on it, and instead of pineapple, they added sweet plantain in it, or amarillos, and it's like Hawaiian pizza, but even sweeter. And I dug it. I thought it was a wild taste combo.
I'm gonna order pizza now.
Everybody, let's get pizza.
Yeah.
Is Avengers by George Perez a good read?
Oh yeah. It's also like the most beautiful Avengers you're ever gonna read too.
Yeah.
He's fantastic in that series, and it's Kurt Busiek. It's really cool. They go to like the Arthurian times in like the first couple of issues. There's some really great Ultron stuff throughout that series. It's a good book. It's good.
The Collector. I stayed on. I'm loyal. Nice. Tasty Melon made a comment earlier, and I was thinking of putting a 5-minute timeout for that, but I'll let it slide for tonight.
Congratulations on having a crazy comment. You're banned for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Buy what you like. If you don't like something, don't buy it. That is an option as well. Yeah. But everybody has to be in there, especially on the internet. You got to comment about everything and get your voice out when nobody really asked. I see a lot of people talking about books I don't like and other movies people like. Okay, you do that. You do you. Enjoy yourself.
I don't jump into like every Black Adam discussion. Like, do you know that movie was totally trash? Like,
even though it was.
I'm gonna stay away from that. I'm gonna pretend that movie never came out, just like James Gunn is.
I will be doing the same thing as you. You warned me.
Did you finish watching it?
Yes, you warned me. That was worse than Morpheus.
That movie was balls, dude.
Dude, okay, Morpheus was what it was. You know, it wasn't that great. Slight sidebar. Morpheus was what it was. It wasn't that great, but I had fun with it in how bad it was. Black Adam was just horrible. It was terrible. It was The Rock feeding his ego for 2 hours. And the one cool character that's in it fucking dies. The one character you like dies. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker.
Dude, they could have just took Black Adam out and just left it a JSA movie, and I'd been fine with it.
Yeah.
It's Morbin time.
Speaking of Morbin time.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I like how everybody started watching it and was streaming just as like a ironic joke or just to kind of see what people were talking about, and then DC or Marvel or Sony's like, oh, let's just go ahead and do a sequel. It's like, no.
Let's put it out again and do the play the
It's
game.
like with the Venom stuff. Those are just like not great movies.
I thought the second one was okay.
I didn't even see the second one, dude.
It's
Just that
okay.
first one, I was like, whatever. And then the second one came out, and I was like, it was like, it's one of those things where you're like, oh, it's less than 90 minutes, then I know something's wrong. You know?
Woody Harrelson does the best that he can with what they give him. But if they really wanted to do it right, it should have been a rated R, hardcore carnage movie. You know?
Yeah.
Do the best with what they got.
Yeah, and then they blink. I hate when that happens. It's the same thing, same reason why Galactus is just like a fart cloud in space, because at the last minute, the producers was like, no, nobody's going to get it. No one's going to understand it. Nobody's going to get the idea of like a giant man in space that eats planets. Like the public isn't going to get it. So they made him a fart cloud.
I'm curious how they're going to do that in the MCU.
Oh, he's on. Well, he was supposed to be in Love and Thunder? I think they released some artwork where they had him in there.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see.
Well, I'm glad
mean,
they saved it because it needs to be in like a Fantastic Four movie or something like that.
They did
you know?
the what do you call it? The dudes from the Eternals movie. What do you call it?
The
big guy.
Celestials.
Yeah, if they did the Celestials, I think Galactus is safe. They can do.
That was out of that Benadryl of a movie. That was actually the most impressive part, because if you watch it on a good screen, you get the sense of scale, and they nail that.
Yeah, but they didn't do anything, man. Again, I don't know if they're just going to slowly build these characters up, which makes sense because you got to kind of explain these like space gods that judge the planets, But it's just like they show him and he doesn't even move. He talks like telepathically to what's her tits, and it was just like, oh, come on.
By the way, speaking of that movie, I heard a rumor, and I hate talking about rumors, but I thought it was funny. I heard a rumor that they're going to address the celestial hand and face in the Captain America movie. It's going to be a political issue in that film, like the rise of that island, if you will.
Cool, good. I mean, the only thing we got was like a off panel, more or less, like image from She-Hulk, exactly.
Yeah, and I think supposedly that Celestial has a deposit of adamantium. I don't know if that's going to be true or not, but I thought it was pretty cool. That sounds like something super made up, but it'd be cool if it happened.
That's like the dumbest fan. I was in until they said adamantium. I was like, this is stupid. This whole idea is dumb.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyways, let's do previews. I ain't got a lot of time left.
Let's do it.
Let's go
right,
to...
what are we going to buy this week, everybody? What are we going to buy?
Let's see over here. A lot of single issues, obviously. This is from Lunar. Batman versus Ra's al Ghul trade paperback from Neil Adams. Rest in peace, Neil Adams. So that's finally coming out, I guess, in trade paperback.
I hope they don't do the messed up recoloring like in the Omnibus.
Ooh. No, he's dead. He's dead now, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh my god. Yeah. No one's gonna complain. Deathbed trade paperback 2023 edition. Have not read this,
This
but
is
it looks cool.
Yeah.
Collecting all 6 issues from the DC Vertigo title. Joshua Williamson and Riley Rosmo. Nice.
I'd check it out for the Riley Rossmo art. That guy's great.
Yeah, and Joshua Williamson's a solid writer. He always delivers something pretty good.
He's the guy that did the Flash Rebirth, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
He's known for Nailbiter. That's what I know him from. I love Nailbiter.
Nailbiter, yeah.
He's done a few other things. He had a Flash run that apparently was great too.
Oh, look, Joker. This is my pick of the week for you guys. Monkey Prince is coming out, the first half, I think. Volume 1 hardcover. I'm pretty sure this is going to be standard size. It's $25.
Bernard Chang is doing the art? Oh, man. I want to check it out just for his art.
I think, we don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure this might be on the deals of the week at IST. Monkey Prince. And then I think there was something else here. Nope, that's it.
Wow, so much, CC.
Yeah, just, what was it, 2 books?
Yeah, you get a Joker book though. Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing.
Batman versus Ra's al Ghul. Oh, Deathbed. So 3 books from DC. If I were to pick one for you guys, it'd be Monkey Prince. Get that. It's a lot of fun.
Monkey Prince. Monkey Prince looks good. Can you go back real quick, Jill, to Gotham City Year 1, I think? What's that? That looked interesting. That one right there.
From Tom King. It's a year, the style of the Year 1 Batman stuff, but for Gotham City itself. And
Well, it's Phil Hester art. I haven't seen Phil Hester do Batman in a long time.
Okay, I'm adding this right up to my list. I'm going to download this tonight. This looks promising.
I'm going to get that trade, 100%.
Yeah, it's only 6 issues. Cool.
That's a man. There is no buzz around that book, and that's
that's weird. Tom King, because Phil Hester did that really great Green Arrow run with was it Kevin Smith and Judd Winnick? But yeah,
that's a solid team. Damn.
There you go. From the rest of the publishers, let's go over to previews. Image Comics, Middle West, the complete edition. This is the trade paperback from Scotty Young and Jorge Corona.
the whole series, was it more than one series? Was it 2 series from Middle West?
All 18 issues. It says here, complete tale trade paperback. So I think this came out in a deluxe hardcover or something like that. But now we get the trade. I do want to pick it up. Sounds cool. Magic the Gathering book, I think. The Hidden Planeswalker hardcover, whatever that means. Dark Horse.
Like
by the way, this is from Boom Studios. Sorry. Dark Horse, Black Ghost, Volume 2, Cyberpunk 2077, Blackout.
Is that the video game, Cyberpunk?
Ooh, I gotta get that.
Yeah, it's in the same universe.
Yeah, Cyberpunk, it's been an interesting property lately because they've been putting out some apparently solid comics. The anime was very well received. I've seen a few episodes and I thought it was pretty badass. And they are putting out an expansion for the game, and they fixed the game. The game is great now. So, man, you want to talk about
like 12 years later?
It took them about 2 years. Yeah.
That's jacked up, dude. That's so messed up.
It was in that bad of state that it took them 2 years to fix the game. But it's great.
I bought the game, and I still haven't played it. But I bought it for $10. And it had all the extra crap in it, like the map and stickers and all that stuff. So I was happy with it. Yeah. For $10, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's worth it now. It's a very good game.
Hey, Gio, click on that EC archives for Weird Fantasy.
Give me a second. Go.
You know, I've never read any
Archives Weird Fantasy Volume 1.
This is awesome.
Is it? I've never read anything.
Oh, I just like this. I've read the book recently, The 10 Cent Plague, which is all about not just EC, but just comics in the 40s and the 50s when the code was starting to get enforced and all the things that happened with like seduction of the innocent books and the churches and the local groups and how they were banning comics and holding comic book burnings at schools and so it was crazy. So it's all about that stuff. And reading that book, it just made me just like want to get back into like finding these like real issues, like the actual single issues and stuff like that. So I mean, it's kind of my headspace. But this stuff is cool because this is all like, this is the stuff that was like, yeah, this is why they put out the code, because these books weren't made for kids; they were made more for adults. But you know who picks up this stuff, right? Yeah. So it's just really cool, crazy, fun stories. You know, so it's always cool to see these kinds of historical things getting collected because these things are really hard to find, very expensive in single issues. Yeah, there's like Wally Wood. I'm like, I don't know who else is in here. Wally Wood, Al Felstein, Bill Gaines did all the writing. Al Felstein here. Al Felstein is one of the finders of Mad magazine, though EC in general is. So yeah, Garner Fox, Harvey Kurtzman.
Gabe, what is this book called again? Sounds interesting. That is the EC Archives Weird Fantasy, Volume 1.
That, or maybe, I don't know something about the book I read. It's called The 10-Cent Plague.
Oh, sorry. William Lee. One of the two. Also coming out from Dark Horse, Murder Inc., Volume 1, Valentine's Trust. Wait, let me highlight you again so you can show off the cover.
10-Cent Plague.
Nice. Great comic book scare. Tales from Harrow County, Volume 3 is also coming out. And Ward, Welcome to Madhouse. There we go. The Ward, Welcome to Madhouse.
You were reading Harrow County, weren't you, Lou? You were into that, right? That horror stuff?
Yeah. I started Harrow County. It's great. I picked it up on Justice recommendation. And it's a solid, really fun horror story if you're looking for that.
I only read the first trade and really enjoyed it. From IDW, Kanto, Tales of Unnamed World. And Usagi Yojimbo, Origins, Volume 4, Lone Goat and Kid. Of course, a play on Lone Wolf and Cub. DC, we looked at that. Marvel Comics, you got Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, Kraven's Last Hunt.
Again.
But this time, in that format. Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection, Invasion of Spider Slayers.
Cool.
I think they messed up.
They switched the image.
The images, yeah. It's like, where the hell is Kraven here? And then where are the Spider Slayers over here?
That Kraven one is like a great Epic Collection. It is that storyline in general is fantastic, but
that's one of the best Spider-Man stories. Yeah,
it's one of the best Spider-Man stories. Period.
Yeah, it's highly regarded as, like you guys mentioned. Yeah, it's a great place. If you're looking for a good one-off Spider-Man story, pick this one up. It's solid. It's
dark, but it's solid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember Vermin, he freaked me out when I read it.
Oh, I mean, not just that, but there's some sensitive stuff these days now too that happen in there. Mm-hmm. Sensitive always, but yeah. Anyways,
Ant-Man Antiversary. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Oh god.
I don't like these books. Well, I mean, I guess it's good for somebody who just wants to like read.
Celebrating
Ant-Man
the astonishing legacy of Ant-Man. Blah 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 blah. Oh, really? Irredeemable Eric O'Grady? Why? Why are we going back to O'Grady?
It's for all three of you out there that are Ant-Man fans. This is a great pickup for you.
Oh, that's a terrible Ant-Man.
Dude, I used to have that collected edition. I read that because everybody was telling me it was so good. I was like, oh, this is such a weird Ant-Man.
There was an Ant-Man run.
That was a Phil Hester too, if I'm correct.
What's his name? There was an Ant-Man run a few years ago that was really good. It was Scott. I can't remember. I think it was it Astonishing Ant-Man? I can't remember the name of it.
I think it might have been. It was. Oh, what was the guy's name? Right? Dang it.
Not Spurrier.
It was great.
Not Spurrier. He did Superior Foes. Nick Spencer?
Nick Spencer.
Nick
Yeah.
Spencer.
That's a good Ant-Man run. If you're looking for that, then pick that up and read it after Superior Foes because it ties in pretty well to Superior Foes.
Yeah.
And I keep saying Superior Foes because if you have not read Superior Foes of Spider-Man, you really fucking need to read that book because it's so much fun.
That's another one of those like weird omnibuses. It's like that thing got an omnibus. I mean, it was only it's not that big of an omnibus. It's like
15 issues, I think.
something like that. Yeah, but that's when it's like nobody talks about. It's such a good book, such a good series.
It's a weird run because Spencer leaves for about 4 or 5 issues and then comes back, and he addresses it in the writing of the actual comic. Like, oh, it almost feels like some writer took over the reins of the book or something like that. Like, he shouldn't have. He's very tongue in cheek about it. I never understood why he left, but that book took a nosedive when he did leave, and when he came back, it was right back up.
Oh,
and
the ending of that series is amazing.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
When you realize why he's doing what
I haven't read that in so long. I'm gonna read it again now. Dang.
Oh my god, it's brilliant. When you realize the reason why the main character is doing what he's doing, and it's the dumbest shit, but it's so in character and it works and it's hilarious.
Well, I just love where it's like all these just like really like silly like third string Spider-Man villains. Like it's a new Beetle. It's like this pretentious chick who's just like is always texting on her phone. It's very very in the same vein as Next Wave. It's Next Wave, but with like third string like Superman or Spider-Man villains.
Yeah,
like the Shocker, and it's like how the Shocker is just like this shitty dad or whatever. Yeah,
The Shocker is fucking hilarious in this book. I love what was the guy whose head is on an RC car throughout the whole book.
I forget.
Silvermane.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm gonna have to read that again, dude. It's been such a long time since I read that series. I think I was reading it in singles, like when it was coming out.
I think the first, if I remember this right, I'm either getting this mixed up with Ant-Man or it's been years since I've read it, or Superior Foes. I think the first arc involves them stealing a painting for Dr. Doom or something like that without his face on it. There's something weird like that, but it's such seriously, guys, pick up Superior Foes.
Yeah, it's very very Next Wave. For those of you who like Next Wave, it's just like that. It's great.
Another book that's coming out that a lot of people are excited for, the Avengers Omnibus from Busiek and Perez. And it has a new cover too. This is the DM variant new printing edition or whatever.
I want to get this omnibus, but I don't because I don't want to get omnibuses again. It's a big boy too. I had the original ones.
Yeah,
I sold them a long time ago when these became like $300 books.
The collector's asking, is that Avengers run in epics?
I do not think so because they just started doing modern epics.
This is my pick of the week. This is a solid run.
Oh yeah, this is a fantastic book to get. This and Superior Spider-Man. That's your guys' homework.
Is Superior this week?
No, I was just saying because we were talking about it.
Yeah. Between the two covers, I know this one's pretty badass with everybody and all that, but I like this one a lot more.
Yeah.
I'd get the yellow one because that's the one. That's the image from Avengers #1.
Yeah.
I'm with you on this one. It's a simple and clean image. It's a nice red book. It'll look great on the shelf.
No, you guys are wrong. I'm gonna go with a wraparound cover. It's superior.
Wait. Yeah. Do this. There you go. Nice tribute for another legend lost, George Pettis.
Mm-hmm.
Another Conan the Barbarian. This is the 10th omnibus, right? Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, 10. I love the covers. I didn't realize that they chose these covers. That's great.
So you want to go with Jim Lee or do you want to go with Todd McFarlane?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jim Lee. I'm going with Jim on this one. I like the Jim Lee cover.
Let me highlight the
Jim Lee does way hotter chicks. Like,
I mean, you can't go wrong with Red Sonja, right?
Just not the way Jim Lee draws her. Oh boy.
If you were a kid in the 90s and you were reading comics, you knew Jim Lee's swimsuit issues.
Oh, that scene in X-Men 1 when Psylocke comes out of the water in that bikini, I hit puberty at that moment.
There were many boys that were like, "What is going on?"
She's wearing that Pikachu bikini. Yeah.
Who's collecting for
Is it
Is that Lou?
Who's collecting these Conan books? Because they keep bumping them out, but
Dude, these Conan collectors get all of them.
damn.
Yes.
Like it's a. I don't think you're not in a group anymore. I'm still in there, but
No.
there's a lot. There's always been a lot of talk of Conan since the first ones came out. Like it really got popular and stayed popular.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the thing is, the license expires this year, I think, for Marvel.
Yeah.
So if you guys missed it, you're gonna have to wait for the Titan reprints eventually to get all this stuff again.
Damn. Okay.
Fantastic Four Antithesis by, is it Mark Waid? Neil
Mark
Adams?
Waid and Neil
Dennis
Adams,
O'Neill, and art from Mike Waringo, and the cover by Neil Adams.
which is not his best The Thing image.
Yeah, because that was a Treasury edition, I think, when it first came out. So now it's a standard trade for that book. Marvel Masterworks Spider-Woman Volume 3 with the DM variant. New Fantastic Four Hell in a Handbasket trade paperback. And Wolverine Origin Deluxe Edition trade.
Wow.
Gio, hit on that.
Which one?
The Origin.
How many of these have they put out already?
I don't know, but it's a great series. But I'm wondering, is this $30 for just the 6 issues?
But it's a gorgeous new edition packed with behind the scenes extras. Yay.
Do you guys remember when this was coming out?
Oh,
'Cause
dude,
this
I was head over heels for this when it was coming
This
out,
was
dude.
fire when it was coming out. And it was hard to get these issues.
Dude, those covers by Joe Quesada with Eisenhoff, whoever the colorist was, that has that very kind of like old West looking kind of like coloring to his style. You know, everything's kind of muted like that. That was a beautiful combination on those covers. Those are pieces of artwork.
Yeah.
Lionheart has the original Marvel Years of Conan in Omnibus. Looking forward to Volume 10, going with the Jim Lee cover.
I remember when this was coming out,
Rick collects Conan too.
my local shop was pretty close to my school. I think it was like in middle school. And I would walk there after school, and it would always be sold out of fucking issues for Wolverine Origin. It would piss me off. I was like, no, fuck, damn it.
Then they did a sequel, and it was kind of whatever, as
Oh, God.
sequels tend to be.
Yep.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Sazmurf, it's the final Conan Omni by Marvel. Oh, there we go. Finally, it's ending. That's the last Marvel Conan Omnibus. It seems like what was it, 3 years for them to publish all 10 books or something like that?
They knew that they were under the gun, dude. That's why they were pumping out those omnis.
Mhm.
They don't name 10 omnibuses of any other outstanding Marvel character or story.
Yeah. What was funny
Right.
was that
They knew
Omar
it, dude. They were shotgunning those things out.
Omar was making videos announcing books, and almost all of them contained at least one Conan Omni in those videos. Like 2 new ones, and one of them was Conan. From the other publishers, Alley-Oop and Mutu. Alpha Clash Awakening. I have no idea what any of this is, so I'm just going to skip it. Ballad of Halo Jones. I know people are excited for that. That's an omnibus from Rebellion 2080.
Oh, that's an Alan Moore book. Hit on it. Hit it, please.
This is an Alan Moore book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on.
That's why it sounded familiar.
The full color omnibus edition. Remains essential reading. Blah, 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 the complete thing. Yeah.
Oh, it's Alan Moore and Kieran Gillen. That's
Cool.
tempting, dude. Oh man, I totally forgot about that series.
It's a hardcover, $50. Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Manga. More manga. Fight Comics featuring Senorita Rio hardcover.
Oh,
good-
Stimson, J-Cat in the chat says it's actually almost close to 20 because they did those sort of Conan omnis as well.
Oh,
Jesus
wow.
Christ.
20 Omnis. Holy crap.
Somebody's got them. Somebody in the chat.
Oh, there's
said-
a bunch of people that have all of them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Somebody in the chat has to have them.
Dude, because that first one was going for money for a while.
You remember that we
Pretty
used to make fun of the cover with the Cassaday cover, where he
Yeah.
was screaming in front of the volcano, and it looked like
Jesus
he
Christ.
just passed a giant flaming turd.
You want to
Yeah.
talk about fall from grace, man?
Yeah, good times.
Okay.
Source Point Press, Good Boy, Volume 2, Blue Fox Comics, Hexes. Manga, Judge Dredd by McMahon, Apex Edition, whatever.
My
I don't
mind,
read that. I'm sorry.
my mind went straight to Mr. McMahon from WWE, and I was like, "Wait, Mr. McMahon is writing Judge Dredd?
Vince McMahon.
That's awesome.
Mercy Sparks Omnibus Edition. Two
Oh, wait.
cat
Hit
manga.
that Night of the Living Cat cover, please.
This series is awesome. Essentially,
This
it's
cover is obnoxiously crazy.
yeah. Check this out.
This is awesome."
So it's like a zombie virus, but you turn into a cat. And
That cat is wearing a tie that has
yeah, because the humans
cat
are being
paws on
turned into cats. That's the premise.
But no,
And-
but was that a person who had a tie with people footprints on it, and then it got changed into cat footprints?
Probably. In the near future, a unique disease has swept across the planet, a virus that transforms humans into cats. And the horde is expanding, since if these adorable kitties snuggle with a human, the human is transformed into yet another cat. A small group of cat-loving survivors is trying to escape the madness. But how can you defend yourself against a threat you just want to cuddle and pet? This wild new take on a post-apocalyptic survival tale will make you roll over and purr with delight.
This sounds actually adorable.
It's
In a
really
way.
it's a lot of fun. It's nothing
Somebody just slapped
groundbreaking
that
or
image
anything,
on
but
a
it's a lot
shirt.
of fun. It's a nice twist on the zombie genre.
Huh. See, it's stuff like this and Rooster Fighter that made me love manga.
Hell yeah.
And Royale Booty
Booty Royale?
and Booty
Sure, why not?
Royale
Big Fight Island.
and Dick Fight Island. I still gotta pick those up.
Warren says it's Omar's fault for Conan. Sure. Let's go with that. My Sister Cat is also coming out. That's adorable. Cat's super cute. More manga. One Piece Volume 101.
Damn.
There's a new wrestling book here. Over the Ropes. New printing.
They've been doing a lot of wrestling books over the last couple of years, it feels
Mhm.
like.
Yeah. Potions Inc. Trade paperback, volume 1. Pre-code classics mystery.
Yeah, here's some more fun
Mr.
stuff.
Mystery, sorry. Mr. Mystery. Art book, Alarming Tales and Black Hawk. Volume 3 and 4 of that. Lots of the weird.
This stuff is awesome, dude.
Yeah. Weird.
$30 isn't that bad for this kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know if it's like color or what, but
Yeah. Classic books. This thing, whatever that is. Robin, sure, why not? San Julian, whatever. Master of Fantasy Art hardcover. The She Omnibus hardcover
Omnibus.
for the first time ever.
Cool.
From
That was
guy
originally
that
like a Indiegogo or Kickstarter or crowdfunded or something like that.
people got upset about that. I
Why?
only remember the controversy.
Who cares?
People are weird. Gorgo. Yeah.
Gorgo.
That's dope. Hardcover volume 1. Man, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Silver
This stuff
Age
is awesome,
Classic.
dude. This is the kind of stuff that I've been like thinking about getting into, like buying, because I read that book.
Usually January is a pretty big dump month, but it seems like we're getting some good stuff this month.
3 Protectors from Invader Comics. More manga. That's it.
Scroll up real quick. Scroll down. Don't bury the lead. What was that one? Who Wants to Marry a Billionaire? Wow. I love that
This
cover.
This one's an etchy TNA book. Or rom-com, whatever, with boobage action.
Tasty Melon in the chat gives Night of the Living Cat 3 out of 5 stars. and gives
And
Rooster
Rooster
Fighter
Fighter.
11 out of 10 stars.
Hell freaking yes. Rooster Fighter's amazing. It's one of the best manga from last year. If I were a betting man, I'm pretty sure we're going to see, we scroll up again for the Marvel section. I'm pretty sure the Marvel Masterworks might get a discount on the week, and maybe one of the two Omnis. That's my prediction. I'm almost certain Conan will be discounted. And yeah, that's that.
I almost want to get some of those like weird fantasy books. I'm tempted.
And I've been trying to dive into the not the comics, but like the novels for Conan, the
Mhm.
original stuff from years and years ago. I'm really wanting to try those out.
There's also the Sumerian comics. I don't know if you know about those. They can't reference Conan by name,
Yeah.
but they can adapt the novels, I think.
Huh.
And
They're
it's
gory comics, from my understanding. Too.
super R-rated. There's sex
Yeah.
and nudity and a lot of blood. And so if you want to go that route, you can
Yeah.
get. Who published that? Is it Ablaze Comics?
I have no idea.
The only Conan I've ever read is the Kurt Busiek stuff from years and years ago, and that was good.
Ablaze. Is it Ablaze?
I've never read Conan, nor have I seen the movie.
Oh,
I might have
great.
seen the movie, but I don't remember it.
Oh, yeah. I saw the movie when I was a kid.
I was about to say it was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the 80s. Yeah, I probably saw it, but that's back when action movies were still action movies.
Hold on. Let me show you the cover for.
Dr. Al Raz says it's Ablaze.
Yeah. Here's the cover for Volume 1. So you can see there's a bunch of naked ladies there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
As you would expect, it's Conan.
Oh, this is looking cool. $16. Is this a
Trade.
like how big of a book is it? Like is it like a hardcover? Is it trade? Is it like 6 issues?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me check. Read the story as he intended. The Sumerian Volume 1 includes 2 complete stories, Queen of the Black Coast and Red Nails, plus bonus material in 1 hardcover collection. Uncensored for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Unrestrained,
Hardcover.
violent, and sexual.
Ooh.
Yeah, super edgy.
You have
Cleveland Brown said it's a hardcover, so that's cool. That looks neat. Dude, I'm gonna read because we were looking at the Harold County book and I saw Colin Bunn. I was like, man, I'm gonna go back and reread Six Gun
You know where you can get Six Gun?
on In Stock Trades, probably.
Hell yeah, baby. In Stock Trades, your official sponsor of Omnibros your home to get all your favorite Omnis, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, box sets, absolute editions, artist editions, any type of edition. You get it at In Stock Trades. Deals up to 50% off. If you make an order of $50 or more, you get free shipping. Fantastic customer service, wonderful packaging. That's InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. Shout out to Ice-T for once again sponsoring your boys for another year.
Word.
I love them. Thank you guys.
Let's see. Any other questions from the chat? I got like 5 more minutes in me because it's already.
Oh, let's cut it then. We're good.
We can talk for a couple more minutes, I guess. You guys want to ask us about supermarket stuff, groceries?
Gabe, real quick,
What up?
do you want to make the announcement for what we're doing towards the end of the month so that people can catch
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, I was thinking about that myself, actually. I totally forgot. So if you guys want to join in and kind of do a group thing with us, me and Lou, I don't know about Gio or anybody else yet, but get on over to HBO Max.
While it's still there.
Well, still, they're taking everything down. They took down all the Looney Tunes stuff. Well, not all of it, but a big chunk of it. Go to HBO Max and join us as we watch, because we're going to watch all 3 seasons plus the movie for Batman Beyond. One of the best characters ever. One of the best characters to ever take over the role of Batman, and was accepted by the community and by comic fans and by everybody. It's strange.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, we're gonna watch all 3 seasons. Definitely gotta do the Return of the Joker movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do both because I got the uncensored version too. Yeah. And yeah, we'll talk about it at the end of the month. I think the last what, Wednesday?
Last Wednesday of the month.
Wednesday, Wednesday's the topic month. So yeah.
And remember, there is an epilogue episode in Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, that's a must. It's a must.
Yeah, that's a must. I think that's getting pulled at the end of this month from HBO.
Jesus. I'm glad I got the DVDs, dude, or like, you know, Blu-rays or whatever, you know.
What about the Patreon? We haven't plugged that in a while.
Right, patreon.com/Omnibroslive. Gabe and I, we need, actually, that's a good thing. I completely forgot. We need to lock down a Saturday for this month.
Yeah.
So yeah, join Gabe and I once a month for $5 a month, and you get the back catalog of all the Saturday shows that we've done. We've been doing this for over a year now, so there's a good amount of backlog on there.
I think we're getting close to 2 years on it.
Is it? Jesus.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. There's a good amount of backlog on there. So if you enjoy what we do, you're missing out on a whole lot of content for $5 a month. And on top of that, you get to join us once a month on a Saturday night, kind of like what Gio's doing with Gabe and I. And you get to shoot the shit with us, ask questions. We talk about everything we can't talk about here. We talk about our grievances, and we talk about a lot of stuff we shouldn't mention on here. But it's fun nonetheless.
We got 3 trophies. So
yeah.
Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate that. We're the champs for tonight. Is it blasphemy to say Batman Beyond was better than Batman the Animated Series?
No, because it's true.
I won't disagree.
That's
I don't know.
tough.
I would have to rewatch everything, but I haven't done that in ages.
I might have to do that too. I'm just talking out loud. I don't know, but Batman Beyond is one of the best Batman anything that we've ever gotten.
Are you going to do the crossover with Static?
Yeah, we should do that too.
I'm going to look that up. I never seen those Static episodes.
I will say I've gotten halfway through season 1, and of the episodes that I've seen, which season 1's not long, I think it's only like 13 episodes, something like that. There has only been one episode where I was like, that wasn't that great. The rest
of the Gollum episode?
Yep, that's the exact one.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you know?
Dude, because I was the same way, because I watched these episodes a couple of years ago. I started watching them again, and I just fell off. Yeah. But yeah, that Gollum one, I was like, oh god, can we just over yet?
It's not a good episode, honestly, but you get the introduction of the futuristic Batmobile, so I thought that was cool.
Yeah. I love the is it in the first season? I don't know if it's first season or second season, but when the God, what are they called? The Full House Gang? No.
Royal Flush Gang?
Royal Flush Gang, there you go. And it was some kind of card gambling thing.
Yeah, I'm personally looking forward to the episode where you get the future Justice League and you find out what's going on with them, and I was like, oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's such a good series, dude. It's really dude, I was watching the first episode today, actually. I was at the gym.
Yeah.
I was on the treadmill, I was watching it, and like, man, it's like Batman in the first scene is just wrecking these fools, man. He's beating the living crap out of them.
He is yoked as fuck.
Yeah.
He's huge. He's gigantic in that series.
Yeah, the series is pretty violent in terms of just like the fighting. Like, there was like total connection and totally people getting wiped out and stuff. Like
yeah. Dude's Liver King level of like you in that first episode.
He was thick, man.
Oh, look at that! Not just 3.
There you go.
7
that
trophies. So thank you, Cosmic. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, join us for Batman Beyond. You too, Gio.
Yeah, I'll see if I can make it.
It'll be fun.
Let's see, Comics Guide 101, or just Comics Guide. Where can people find you on the internet? You're not here with us.
You can find me at Comics Guide 101 on Twitter, where you can find all my musings and stuff like that. And you can find me at Comics Guide 101 on YouTube, where there's an archive of a whole bunch of stuff.
Gabe loves 90s comics.
Guys, you can find me on Instagram. Gabe loves 90s comics.
There you go. You can find my channel. It's A Week in Geekdom, where I talk about anime and manga. Subscribe and enjoy that. I just put out the top 10 anime of 2022. If you want to check that video out, I was going insane trying to make that happen. So I finally put it out. So if you give it a watch, I'd appreciate it.
Batman
Thank
Beyond's
you.
the better one. Everybody asking in the chat. Batman Beyond.
Oh,
Because
there's
it's all
more.
new. It's all new characters, all new stories.
Is better, Beyond or Batman animated series?
They really had to work to make that thing fall into place and work out right.
Dude,
Like, that was a risk.
Yeah, I forgot how quick. I forgot how many things they introduced in those first few episodes. You get the introduction of Blight, the introduction to Ink. You get Terry, and he's fully fleshed out. You get the episode with Mr. Freeze, which is really good.
Dude, I saw. Yeah, those are great ones with Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, you get a lot of good stuff on those first few, and then you get Golem, which honestly you could skip that episode. There's really nothing on there that's good.
Yeah, it was fun stuff, dude. Because again, it's all new characters. You know, it was a risk. I mean, yeah, they brought back Joker and they did that, but the idea of what happens, like, I don't know, 40 years in the future, 20, 30 years in the future or whatever, and that kind of world build off of that, already like an established thing, and change technology and change these characters and introduce new types of characters. It was a big risk and it worked. And then that intro from Darwin Cook that's great. So cool.
Yeah, it's great. And that's we're so over fucking saturated with Joker at this point. The fact that they held off for a long time without using them, and when they did use them, it was like, no, there's a reason why Bruce doesn't talk about the Joker. And then and
it's like the coolest, like they did it the coolest way.
Yeah.
Usually Joker's always just oversaturated, like you say, and the stories get whacked. But this is like one of the coolest Joker stories.
It's dark. Joker is fucking not playing games at the end in that story. So
I remember when it first came out, it was like censored. There was a censored version that came out. That was a version I saw on TV.
Same.
And then I think it was in Wizard magazine. Had to be, because that's like the only magazine I was reading. I remember reading it, that there was another version out there that was cut, and it was like, you know, had like blood in it, and the story was different, and it was a whole new change. In a couple of years, they finally released it, and I was like, I have to see this. And it's like, it was such a strange. It's a totally different movie. Like, the tone is darker. There's the torture of Tim is just really sad in that version. So. Yeah, we need a reprint of Batman Beyond comics. Yeah, maybe they wouldn't have canceled the movie. That wasn't really ever announced, but still.
So much.
Yeah.
Here's one final question for you guys. For another episode, how would each of you revitalize Batman? Wow, that's a topic. That's a whole topic.
That's
for one of the streams.
I wouldn't use Joker. I think Joker is kind of a get out of jail free card for a lot of writers, because people will just gravitate to it because it's Joker and everybody wants to write a Joker story. I'd stay away from Joker, and I would try to flesh out some of the more smaller characters. I would do Clayface. Gabe and I have talked about this. I would reboot Clayface and redo the origin story and make it for modern times, where you have somebody that's obsessed with social media and is obsessed with being an influencer and the appearance stuff. You can do so much with fucking Clayface and make it a body horror comic or a body horror movie.
I would do Man-Bat. I don't know.
I would love to do a ventriloquist. I'd love to do a ventriloquist comic and deal with Sorry.
Spark of genius here. Killer Moth.
Good choice.
And make him like a serial killer or something serious. I don't know. Not as a joke.
I would take him out of the Justice League and out of space and out of fighting Darkseid and things like that. I would keep him grounded 100% more and make it. I'd love to see them do a Bring Batman Back. I couldn't do it myself, but some kind of like hard noir crime investigation. Like those video games, those Arkham Asylum and Arkham City video games are some of the best Batman stories you're ever going to read. That's the Batman that I would like to see, is more Batman and technology and, you know, the detective side of things.
Yeah.
and less of him in space and fighting monsters and dark side and interdimensional crises and being Batman could beat anybody with enough time. Kind of nonsense. Like, no, bring him back to being a normal person. I would probably even cut down the Bat family. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kill off half the villains and start over. I don't know. So
Or make new ones.
yeah, and just make new ones. I would transformer it from season 1 to season 2. Kill everybody and bring on new characters.
Well, the thing is, Batman has such a deep rogues gallery, and it seems like all the writers ever want to do are write the big ones. And there are so many great characters that you can play with if you so choose to. You know, fucking Calendar Man, Firefly.
Yeah.
You know, I mentioned Clayface, and just so many good.
I want to see him get into more like traps, but not silly traps. Like you know, it could be silly traps, but like more like Saw contraptions, where it's like a giant typewriter that's going to legitimately cut you in half, kind of thing, and make it like a Saw kind of like body
Batman
horror
torture
thing.
porn.
Yeah, 100%.
Kill some of the Bat family. You guys are like angry. You want to kill the heroes. What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I said. Wipe those things out.
That's one of the things, because I rewatched the Batman the other day, the movie that came out this past year, and I think that's the best comic book movie this year. I love that movie, and that's for the reason that you said, Gabe. It's grounded and it's great. The Riddler is a fucking incel YouTuber that is basically doing a riff on the Zodiac Killer. It's so good.
I wanted to do what I thought that idea was that they talked a while ago that was like leaked, that it was going to be like Batman and Arkham and having to fight through it like Rage style. Yeah,
that was Ben Affleck and Jeff Johns.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. That still lives in my mind. I'm gonna go to whatever universe actually got that released.
Yeah, that got thrown out the window when Matt Reeves took over Batman.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm ready. Ready to do this?
Let's end it. Let's kill it. Thank you to the chat. You guys are wonderful. Thank you to everybody watching later. Let us know what books you're picking up. Let us know what you thought of the conversations and all that fun stuff. Comment down below. Like the video. Hit the subscribe button. All that fun stuff. Thank you to everyone here. Stay safe. See you on Wednesday.